I'm a god. I'm indestructible.
I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
I think Mike Tyson was the greatest freak that's ever existed.
After some fight, Iran Barkley, the guy asked him, said, so if you weren't fighting, what would you be doing? He said, I'd be robbing your house right now. You know? And no, serious. The guys who fight were put on this earth. If they weren't fighting, they'd get some shit up somewhere. Boxing and a lot of other combat sports has taken people out of the streets. Me and Mike Tyson have talked about this for hours about it. He talks about what he would have been doing if he, first of all, he didn't hook up with Cuss, and he didn't go up there, and he said, Cuss broke me down as a fucking human being and then built me back up. And he said, I honestly, truly believe that me and him were put together because he's the only one that could have fucking done it. Because let me tell you what I would have been doing if I didn't meet Cuss and I didn't get into boxing.
Yeah, he had so much respect for that guy as a trainer and so much respect for him as a father figure that it like inspired him to greatness. It inspired him to focus 100% on pleasing that guy, because that was the first guy to really show him love and to really show him respect and to have faith in him. And then under him, all of a sudden, all these great things are happening, all the success is happening.
I was coming to destroy and win the heavyweight championship of the world, which I done. And I like to dedicate my fight to my great guardian, Customato. And I'm sure he's up there and he's looking and he's talking to all the great fighters and saying his boy did it.
And he talked about how much fucking anger he had inside of him at that time.
I was a much older person. He was a much younger person. Not only that, he was accustomed to being in the company of different types of people. And as a result, he didn't know how I would accept or be receptive to him because of that. His character had to be developed and strengthened. You had to learn discipline. The strengthening of character has been a slow process because the rules that he's learned to live by, had learned to live by, were not those generally accepted by society. It was a dog-eat-dog affair.
Well, Cuss, she had pretty much signed me to Cuss before she died.
What's that feeling like?
Excuse me?
What's that feeling like? Your mom, who you had known, even though she was abusive, and it hit you with a bunch of stuff, and just kind of said, take him, I'm done.
I wanted to show the world who I was.
Well, you watch those combinations he throws when he's training with Cuss. There's a video of him. I don't know if it's Kevin Rooney or Teddy Atlas or who's working with him, but he's throwing off combinations on the bag, and he's probably like 18 years old. And it's like, and you're just watching these ridiculous, ruthless, violent combinations like no one has ever thrown before. I don't give a fuck about Joe Louis. Muhammad Ali was the greatest, yes, a great cultural figure, a great boxer for his era. I think Mike Tyson was the greatest freak that's ever existed. I don't think there's ever been anybody like that.
I agree.
The Marvis Frazier fight, you remember that fight?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
That was as close to a murder as you could watch on television.
Dude, when you start to watch the old fights of Tyson coming up, there's guys that he just fucking murdered. Right?
Frank Bruno fight, just clubbed him.
And when I was first coming up in boxing, right, there was a gym that they used to shut the place down for Mike when Mike would come in. So he'd come in and train. There'd be fucking 50 brand new cars that would pull in the fucking park. It was great. Dude, it was craziness. The aura that surrounded Tyson at that time and just all the crazy shit that went on. But
he had tigers.
Everlast made a special bag for him. So they'd come in and take down the bags in the fucking gym, the real bags, and they'd put up these special bags that were fucking this big. They were just massive. You couldn't put your arms around them, right? When he would hit a regular fucking bag that you would buy, you know when you break a firecracker in half? That's what the fucking bag would look like when he would hit it. The fucking thing would snap in half this way and come back this way. The fucking power that this guy had when he punched, you had to be there to, like you said, the combinations you see him throwing on the bag. And just when you saw it in person, you were just like, what the fuck?
I would love to see that.
You just call me Nate. But every time he asked me to do him a favor, I'm like, dude, I do anything.
Isn't it weird when Mike Tyson calls you?
Yeah.
Do you look at your phone and go, holy shit, Mike Tyson's calling you?
I fucking, dude. Tyson is my favorite all time. You know, I fucking love Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite all time fighters as well. There was nothing like a Tyson fight.
Yeah, exactly.
They were different. They were different experiences.
So true.
You know, when you saw him fight somebody, like, Jesus Christ, what is Tony Tubbs going to do to him? him.
How about when you're watching, I don't give a fuck if you were there live, which I was very lucky that I was able to do that, go to a few Mike Tyson fights live when he fought, or if you were sitting at home watching TV, as soon as they fucking showed him on camera walking out, you just fucking got the goosebumps and went, oh my God.
He was so terrifying. I love that scene in the movie Tyson where he talks about what's going through his mind. All his insecurities go away by the time he gets to the ring. I'm a god. I'm indestructible.
When you watch a Tyson documentary,
Yeah.
it's fucking awesome. You're in awe.
Yeah, it was a completely different cultural experience than like the Muhammad Ali era must have been.
Yeah.
Because the Muhammad Ali thing was like, Muhammad Ali was different because he was so much more admirable as a human being. Like what he did was like, during the Vietnam War, he said, you know what, man, why are we going to war? Why are you sending me to war? Well, I don't want to kill no Viet Cong.
Right.
No Viet Cong never did anything. And then everybody in America was like, yeah, what the fuck is going on? What are you doing? And then they took they made a martyr out of him by taking his career away for 3 years.
Tell me, champ, would you have been prepared to go into the army if it hadn't been for the Vietnam War?
No, under no conditions do we take part in wars to take lives of other humans.
So when you see like Muhammad Ali, you see a different thing. You see like a troubled time, the Nixon administration, and people were down on the government, and the Vietnam War was so unpopular. When you see Mike Tyson, you just saw destruction. It was a completely different experience. It's like he was like Sonny Liston on meth.
Yep.
It was like Sonny Liston but moving 100 miles an hour, and there was no Muhammad Ali to stop him. There was no Muhammad Ali to, no young brash kid to dethrone him with boxing.
I always talk about when I'm talking about the UFC to people who really don't understand fighting and the sport and stuff, but so the way that I usually break it down for them is I say, listen, you look at the NFL, how big the NFL is, been trying to go over here, go over there. Cricket's big over there, never big over here. Fighting crosses all cultural language barriers and shit.
Yeah.
No matter what color you are, what country you come from, what language you speak, we're human beings, and fighting's in our fucking DNA. When you really think about fucking all the most famous guys, think about Michael Jordan, how big he is. Think about who are really fucking well known everywhere, all over the fucking planet, and worshipped. Guys like fucking Tyson. You know what I mean?
Weird?
Muhammad Ali. Bruce Lee.
Listen, David's known for the father of Israel. He created Israel, right? What's the only thing you know David for? What is he known for? He created the whole nation, but what is he known for?
Killing Goliath.
Yes. He's done so many great things, but the only thing he's known for, if you're not a scholar really, the only thing you know David for is killing Goliath, a fight.
Yeah.
He's known for a fight. He created a whole nation, but he's known for a fight.
Yeah, he killed a big guy with a rock.
Yeah, right? Slingshot. And then he chopped his head off.
Yeah, there's always throughout history there's been the best fighter, and they were one of the most revered people in society.
Listen,
in 2020.
Someone told me that they said you could work in Tesla, the head corporation in Tesla. All your high-tech geeks, right? If a fight goes down in the lobby, the whole everybody's left the room, they're watching the fight. It's just, that's what fight does, is the animal instincts in us.
Yeah,
Somebody never had a fight in their life. Yeah. He never had a fight. Yeah, get him.